Good morning, my friends. Welcome back. Monday morning for you. It's Saturday for me. I'm doing arm's length art, and I have been accumulating scraps, and I've got this bag here full of stuff that I'm going to, obviously not use all in one video, but we're going to make some simple snippet rolls with scrap. So that's what we're going to do. I just have a whole bunch of stuff. I've got this, all kinds of little bits of whatever in here to help embellish or use pieces. So if you're going to use your scraps, just grab whatever you have. These I think are 2 inches wide. They're ends of our regular paper. Yep, 2 inches, and just by whatever length I had, 8.5 or 7.5. I have scissors, glue, punches, and just a little bit of all kinds of things. Okay, so let's just play. And of course you can make these with fabric, you can make them with lace. I think next week we'll do fabric ones, and then we'll just do a few. And so all I do is I start getting bits for background, and let me just do that. Just gonna grab, I have magazine images in here, cardstock, whatever. You can just rip paper, but on the bottom you just want to do a base. So I have glue stick for that. You can sew these, you don't have to sew them. I'll just do that with my glue because I'm not sure yet if I'm going to sew. I hope you're all having a fabulous start to your day. It's, oh, the weather is beautiful here finally. So happy about that. Yeah, and you don't have to do your pages straight. You can put them all on a slant. These are from a magazine. It's from a calendar. It was from a book, actually. But if you're using images, you want them to be on the top, because this is just paper to look pretty underneath, I guess. And if you've never done a snippet roll, well, this is a great way to begin. I know we have lots of new people here, so it's really nice to just be able to show different things. Everybody does them their own way. We all have our own ideas, but these are just my simple ideas. Just like that. And it looks like a mess. It won't be once we're done. Especially if you cut them up and make like little clusters with them. We'll do that. I'll show you how I use them as well, so it won't be just doing this and done. Okay, so that's our first layer. And then I just have these. I must have cut them from something, I don't know, but might as well use them. And it's okay if your pages go over the back, because you can trim them down. You don't have to tear if you don't want to. You can use your cutter, use your scissors. I'm just adding these. But I'm doing the arm's length art over on my Crafting with Eyes Wide Open group. And I thought this would be a great opportunity to do this project. And I'm just going to set that one there. And so there. And see how it's over, but it can all get cut. So let me do that, and then we will carry on, because the base is done. And then you just start adding different elements to the top. Just quick, easy projects, which is what it's about. You don't have to make anything difficult. You know, unless, of course, you're going for a more, like a different look. You know, you want to make things, then you embellish to your heart's content. You can put buttons, metal pieces, flowers, like you can just embellish to what your project is. If you're adding it into a journal and you want a specific look, then add that stuff. And see that? It gives it a totally different look again, because it's all been trimmed. Okay, so this is where you can come. I'm not going to add any big embellishments because I want it to be flat, but I have words here. Let me just grab up all this stuff. I just pulled out of my bag. These are things I have stamped. Do like an airmail. So it's just embellishing. Just like that. Oh, I have this from some mail that I had been sent. Add that on there. So it's all going to be flat. Like everything that goes on here will be flat. And then you can just embellish from there. Oh, words. I've got pictures. Those are my little Tim Holtz pictures. There's a bunny. Oh, that's not a good thing. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Sorry, just had to grab a few things. You can add lace in the middle, but like I said, we'll do that. We'll do a lace one next week, and then it can be more, I can show you having it more embellished. And but I mean, you can just take the basics that we're doing here and just go with it. Might as well just do it. But this looks more, what was I gonna say? It looks more vintage. I got some little butterflies here. Oh yeah. I'm just gonna use my glue stick because I think for this one I might end up sewing it. Just pop it that way. And it's okay if the wing is over. That's all good. And put this one, it's a different color. I'll put it at this end. Just like that. So this, if this ends up getting cut into clusters, you know, there's different sections, And they're all going to look totally different from each other, which is so fun. I have this little word. Just put a word on there. Yep, maybe just underneath the wing. There we go. And so there, simple and quick. Let's do another one. Grab a music page, maybe. Do that. And then again, you're just going to build on different layers. Yep, now I'm looking. Oh, that's the wrong thing here. Oops. So I have just this, I have my painty papers in here. Oh, these will look good. Yep, totally different colors now. Go to the other end of the spectrum and bring in color. Let's just add, and I'll pop that at the end. And these pages are from my jelly plate. Just playing around with different colors. And these are some stickers. So I don't even need glue with these ones. There. Some wallpaper. You can just use anything. There we go. Why not? Get a green in there to break up the color. But I know I've heard people say that they haven't tried to do snippets, you know, with anything. So I thought this would be a fabulous opportunity to share what I do and hopefully inspire somebody to just create. Take something out and create. And that's my goal anyway. And I have a pop of yellow here with the black. So if I just take that off. There. Just a piece of this. This has like metallic blues. So I end up making scraps again, but I'm not keeping those, just in case anybody was wondering. I'm not keeping the tiny things. Oh nope, won't do it. And so there's that one. That's the base. I'm just going to cut it. And then we will carry on. Because the edges were a little scrappy to begin with on the music page, I'll just trim down it on the line there as best I can. If it isn't straight, don't worry about it. It's all good. And that's all the stickers, so there we are. So there, it's got a totally different look, just cutting off those bits. Okay, and then you just take, this is some rice paper, I believe. I'm just going to add this, oops, down here. And the purple will dry clear, so that's all good. Just bring up my little bin of stuff, since we're doing different colors. I don't want to have the orange on there. Giant bug. Oh boy, funny. No. Have to try different things to get that one that you're going to like. So, well, there's a butterfly maybe. Sorry if my elbow is there. Well, let's do the dragonfly. You can use stickers. Oh, there's just so many elements that you can use. I can put the butterfly on the opposite end, especially if they get cut up. Then it's good. I have punches here. I got flowers and these little butterflies. Let me just do this one flower. And you can just add elements. So let's glue down. And you can do as many layers as you want. I'll put that right at the corner of that piece of paper there. And then that could be there. Oops, can't cut very straight. And I'll wait until the glue is completely dry before I do any sewing. Oh, let's lift his wing up. There we go. I have it underneath. I'm just taking one of the words. Letter. Oh, I just saw these bits here. Oh, maybe I like that side better. Put that right under there. I'm just going to trim. And there's that one. And so if you're going to embellish even more, then you don't have to stop here, right? You can add little bits of lace on the edges and stuff. These ones are as simple as I can go. So there's two, and see, they're not the same length, and they don't have to be. It's just different paper that you use for bases. So let's use this one. Should I do my painty papers again? Because I do have a bit. So let's just use up what I have. This paper is kind of shiny. It's I have the name of it here. It's called Paper Rose, a vintage rose paper collection. It has a very shiny surface. So I haven't used much of it, but I thought this was a good way to use it up. Actually, I want a lighter piece there. Let's just add that instead. So I'll do this one all painty papers, and then I'll add in a little bit of book page, just for something different. There we go. That has words, so I won't use that. Pop of green maybe. This one I use stamps on it. Let's see. This one might get taken apart for individual clusters. So there. So you get the idea of what to do. It's just adding paper. So there we go. So let's trim it. And then I'll show you how we can use one of them. Sticking to me. So at this moment, we didn't go on strike, the union of the postal workers, but there's still a threat of it happening. So I'm still going to be doing the giveaways because I don't want to not do that. So we'll still have the pop-up giveaways. And I think I know everyone who's sending me a journal card. So it might not get here in time, which is fine. It won't matter because I'm going to extend the main giveaway because of whatever's going on in the postal. All right, so don't be concerned about that if you are wondering. So you will still be, I'll still be doing the giveaways. I'm going to put everybody's names into, I'll have all the envelopes ready for everybody. And then we will go from there. So pop-up giveaways are still going to happen because I want to keep up with that. So everybody whose names I call, like for those giveaways, you will still be receiving a package. Don't worry about it. And yeah, I'll just have everything ready for when the strike's over, if it happens, and then get everything in the mail. So then they'll all come, okay? I hope that makes sense. If not, just leave me a message and we'll go from there, okay? So these are just going on to break up the areas here. Just like that. And these butterflies are just pretty, so I'm going to use one. Oop. Oh, maybe right there. And I've been stamping on tissue. So I'm just going to, and these tissues are the backs. This one is the back of a napkin. Just going to add it on there. Why not? Something different. Excuse me. Let's see if I have some kind of sticker here. Just something fun to add. Oh, I have lots of stickers. Oh, she gets lost in it. Need something with color. Oh, I'm going to put that on there. She's got the horse. Maybe flower. We'll see. And it won't be all of it, of course, but you can just slant it like that. And I think instead of cutting it, I will just, let's bring it up. I'm going to bring it under. And it won't matter because this will be on the back of a page or something, but oh, that's beautiful. Just beautiful. And then the flowers. Just going to cut them. Make them smaller. There we go. And hopefully it doesn't take forever to get it off. Oh, beautiful. And there we go. And I'll save that little piece for something else, but there's that one. Just so you see. Okay, so let's take the first one we made. And then I'm going to grab a journal. Well, I think I have a couple pages left that I can do in here, and then this one will be finished. And this is the one that I've had here working on it. So here is where you can use it. Use the full thing on a page, glue these 3 sides, and have it as a tuck spot. But I think for this one, you just have to choose where you want it, which section you want to use. And I think that section right there is beautiful. So no, I'm not sewing it. I'm just going to cut down. And so this is where you can have it as a tuck spot. You can make it into a paper clip. You know, you add some paper in behind with your paper clip. I don't want to do that for this one, but I'm going to put it here, and I'm just going to have it as a tuck spot. So I have my glue. So this section I want, so I'm just going to glue two sides and have it as a side tuck. And it does not have to be at the bottom of your page. We've talked about that before as well. It doesn't have to be doesn't have to be down here. I'm actually going to put it here. So it's glued on two spots, down the side, along the bottom, and then this side's open. So there we go. So there's that one. And then, so this is a double pocket. It's a little tiny tuck spot, little tiny tuck spot. So I won't put anything there. It could be a pocket. I think that's actually going to fit. That fits that page perfectly. So let's do that. Just going to make it a pocket. Sorry, I had another thought. No, I'll make it a pocket. Oops. So I'm not going to put it on the edge where it folds, and it's not going directly to the bottom. I just have it up from the bottom. So there we go. So then that becomes a pocket, just like that. Okay, where's that smaller one? This is the guy. So we could make this one an actual cluster, and then you can just add to it as you go. Embellish it, whatever you'd like to do. Nope, I think I'm going to leave that actually. And then this one. So we have a pocket, we have a tuck spot. I have a blank page right here. But this is the one I want to sew. So I'm going to leave that aside. And then if you notice, it doesn't go from top to bottom, and that's okay. It doesn't have to. I'm just going to try and straighten that out a little bit. So let's do a side tuck with this one. Just like that. It could be a belly band as well. Just glue the top and the bottom, and then you got a nice spot. You don't even have to have your side tuck there. It could go right here. Glue these three sides and have your tag or journaling card come in from that side. Actually, let's do that. I like that idea. Right, okay. I try to make sure I'm holding the side that I don't want glued so that I can remember not to glue that side. And so there we go. I think it's even, sort of. Doesn't have to be perfect. So there we are, and let me grab this again. So you got a nice, big, huge side tuck for something. And then I have one of these fellas, and he can just go right in there. And then And then there you go. If you don't like the blank page with just this, then do some stenciling as you know, if you want to. And yeah. All right, so I'm going to leave it there today. So we did our side tuck. We did 3 of the snippets actually, so that was 1. This is 2. And then we cut the other one up somewhere in here. There's one part of it. And then there's the side tuck that we cut off from the other one. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. Please let me know in the comments any questions, whatever you'd like to say. If you try them, please let me know. I'd really love to see. I think this one's finally done. I can call it done. So that'll get put away. All right, so thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. God bless, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.